Hello, folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. The time has come. We've finally done all the things we need to do. We're here in Salt Flats. I did do some small additions to Salt Flats, mainly this area right here. I took away one of the metaglass things, put on an area for phase, and then I put an overdrive projector there, an overdrive projector there, and now look at these belts. They're just completely full. It's super simple. I just love overdrive stuff. I didn't really realize how beautiful and powerful they were until we really got a chance to explore them and use them. And now I couldn't be happier. These belts are full. This stuff's sending out like just bananas. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. Look, we even have production going on up here. Like this is awesome. We have so much stuff happening in this tiny little sector. I guess I shouldn't call it tiny, but there's a lot of stuff. Like, look at all this other stuff we just have launched out of here for all the reasons. I love it so much. And I still could produce even more if I wanted to. Don't need to, but I could, which is always a fun thing. Just cause you could, and that's fun. But let's go ahead in here and let's find, there's Desolate Rift. All right, this is labeled as an extreme one. We're gonna be launching from Salt Flats. We're going to go with the core that we know works. We've had plenty of experience with it, and we know it holds off for a bit. So we're going to go in and launch into there. And I'm going to pause immediately because I have absolutely no idea what I'm in for here. I already love that I have basically free energy. All I need to do is put one of the thermal generators right there, and I can generate tons of power. That's new ground. I don't think we've seen that color before. We have a derelict vault, more power. But you see, there is obviously a rift here, and we have 18 waves that we need to absorb for this. There's no enemy base or anything like that. I'm assuming we're just going to be facing a butt ton of guardians in some way, shape, or form. So we at least have production, and by production, we at least have some protection set up. Not production. Protection set up, where we have our foreshadow and 2 specters. But I should also say that we do have production set up. We have the ability to go ahead and make some units to help us out, which we will absolutely take advantage of. Now, right next to this is an enemy base, but it's a medium one. So we know how that goes because we did that last time and it wasn't as big of a deal as maybe we thought it would be. So I'm going to go in here. We're going to jump this guy and we're going to go over to Desolate Rift. And you can see that we survive only 2 waves right now. So they are going to be throwing the house at us if that is to be believed, which I believe it. So we have all of that going. I got to figure out what I want to do to get all of this running in a way that makes sense for us. So I'm going to start with that. And we are going to get some thermal generators because I need to get power production rolling here as quickly as possible. So we're going to spend some time and get those up and running. And that should allow us to get some other pieces in place here. I'm going to explain my thought process here a little bit more in a few moments, but I want to at least get some of this stuff established well enough that we can do things with it. And then we'll figure out exactly how to solve the problems that we're going to run into here. Because I've never played this one. This is brand new for me. I'm pretty excited, quite honestly. It's just a different challenge that I have not faced before. And I'm really excited to figure out how exactly we can deal with this in a way that's meaningful and impactful for us. So we have all of this. Is there any water in this? There is water. Heck yeah. All right. So we're going to flood this area. You can see this area is set up. There's titanium. There's lots of copper, which I'm not worried about. There's lots of power solutions all over the place. But I'm just assuming this is just going to be a nightmare of a scenario. So I think we're going to wall this area off, maybe up here, or there's thorium there too. Let's go ahead and wall this area off and make this our stand area. We can get a whole bunch of specters and other stuff. We can mine that out there. We can get power and water and thorium, or titanium, excuse me. We have thorium over there. And then we can get some, whatchamacallit? Oh my goodness. Some meltdowns set up through here. And that should be pretty solid for us, I think. Power-wise, we're doing just fine. So I need to get the kind of the rest of this set up here. But I do want to make sure we have these things kind of better established here. And I should also look at some of these other depots and just make sure we're launching. This guy is going to 121. We don't need that anymore. We're going to send that over to Desolate Rift, which now looks like it's going to survive all 17 waves with what we have there. I don't want to, I want to see what this one is, quite honestly. So I'm not going to like launch out of there, even though I think I could and we'd be safe and that would be it. I don't learn my lesson. I've been over this before. I'm gonna view this because I want to see what the heck's going on here. And I've been a little scared, a little worried about the sector for a long time. It looks like with what we have currently existing, I don't need to be worried. We're done. We're not done, but we could be done, which is kind of fascinating to think about that at this point in time already. But we're gonna slowly expand up here, get all of this stuff put into place. So I'm gonna put that there, and we'll go up. I'm gonna do this. This is something that I've been doing a little bit in my behind the scenes work here. I've been playing the game not to distance myself from anything, but just to try to like get the sectors that we captured in the last few videos. I wanted to get a chance to kind of get those set up better and to have them really be production houses for us. And I think I've achieved that goal. I just want to make sure that we have everything we possibly could have set here set. And these should help us out here. So I'm going to get rid of that stuff as well. We'll go in here. We'll do that and that. We'll get that and that. Then we're going to run this stuff up here like so. I'll run this over there like so. And then we're going to run a bunch of specters going across. Oh, come on. I want to do that. All right, we'll do that. That's fine. And gives us room for some other activities, I guess. But we'll go ahead and do those. Boom and boom. Hopefully build those quickly. And then we can invest in some power. Might get some more specters out to the sides. I don't know what we're facing either. I don't know if it's going to be ground, air, a mix of a bunch of things. I just don't know. And that's kind of the fun of this one is I have much more unknowns with this than what I've had in the past. So we have that. I am going to spend some time here getting an impulse pump or two established. We're going to spend some time getting our nice, beautiful titanium out of there. I guess I don't need to spend real resources on any of that because I can just do this guy there. Get some water going down. All right. I am going to throw a split spot in there. Let's take that right like that. And then this guy's going to come up and in there. All right. I'm happy with all that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to do pulse conduit coming out here. We're going to throw on our cryo fluid mixers. Coming straight up like that. And I need to take a look because most of these I've been doing for power generation, which is not what I'm doing now. I have to see how much it needs. It needs 30 cryo fluid per second. And each one of these cryo fluid mixers is making 12. So I need, if I want 2 of them, I need at least 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And I'm just going to throw, I don't think I need to do this, but I'm putting them on there anyway because I like how they look and I also want it to function properly. I don't know if I have enough space. I don't think I have enough space to do all of this. So I'm going to build it and then we'll just copy it and move it, let's say, over here. Then these guys can go away and we can do that. There we go. Put that on there. Okay. I'm happy with that. And then we'll go in here. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, 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 nope. Sometimes my mouse likes to think I hit a button when I didn't. I very well may have, but I'm going to pretend I didn't. And we'll make sure we get these established. Boom, 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 boom. All right. This guy's going to come over there. And come over here, over there, and up. I'm saving, so this guy, I'm saving one of these because there's a potential that I might need more. I can always throw this on that line, or I can produce more in lots of ways. All right, but let's go ahead and That's going to come over like that. That. Boom. 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 That's all going to go up there, and we're just going to throw that into a liquid tank for right now. And we are producing 30. I see. I need to get up to 60. It's flowing quickly, but not quickly enough. I mean, we don't have all of them online fully yet. All right, and then I'm going to need to produce just a ton more power. We do not have enough power right now, so we're going to produce some more. My goodness, do I love thermal generators. They're just an absolutely beautiful thing. Let's see what we have coming our way here. Okay. I'm not worried about that per se. But let's go up here. We got Meltdown City. So I'm going to throw 3 of those, I guess, for right now. I don't think there's a real need to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's fun. And then this guy is going to come up like that. Get dumped into there. There we go. These guys are getting their cryo fluid. This is flowing at 43, 80, 90. Now I know that's kind of artificial because this thing is full and it was depleting all that, but now it's starting to equalize a bit. Okay. I'm happy with all of this thus far. I really... Oh, okay. I can put one there. There we go. And I don't know if there's a guardian or anything like that. I don't know. Oh, they got a mix of all of the things. We got air units. We got... Okay. We're going to be ready for a firefight. Power-wise, we're doing just fine. Even with that giant expenditure of energy, which is totally fine with us. We are going to get some more of our... no, I built the wrong thing right there. That's not supposed to be there. I wanted a Spectre. My bad. I'm going to put another line of Spectres out here, or do I want them farther up? I think I want them even farther up. Can I get 3? Oh, I can get 3. I'm sorry. I get very excited about this game sometimes, especially because I feel like we're actually making notable progress. Not just progress like where I kind of sort of won. I feel like we're finally starting to turn a corner here. I could be completely wrong. Let me know if I am. I probably am. But I'm going to take the moment to feel good about myself here. So just bear with me. We'll get this done. And the only reason I'm doing this spot here is because they were very clearly coming against our power generation over there. And I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to touch my power generation. I like my power generation. I want to leave it as is. We'll also put some MEM projectors. Make sure everybody's nice and safe. Not sure why that one is not allowed to get its stuff, but let's get some more power over here. Okay, it's getting it now. Got those in place. And let's see what they keep throwing at us. Oh, we got some Atraxes coming our way. Heck yeah, we can deal with that. But it's like, these are fun challenges. Like, it's not like the worst. And what I want to do right now is I want to establish like a setup here that has these bad boys ready to roll, so I can just copy and paste this thing anywhere I want. Just like that, I can just throw on a bunch more if I wanted to. And I do want to, just to be clear. I most definitely do want to. And we're gonna, I guess we're gonna need to protect this area too. So we're gonna protect it. There's even more water over there if I needed it. I don't need it, but it's there if I did. All right, let's see what we got. And I might want to get some segments in here as well, just to provide some additional protection. Assuming this is ground, because it seems to be, well, it could be air. It's taking a while. Let's see. Nope. It's ground. There we go. And then we can repair the things that are broken. Oh, it's beautiful to watch. I'll disassemble that. Although I would love to know how I can do that. Like, it's super cool looking. I don't know how to do stuff like that. That would be fun if I could change the colors of that stuff, but I just don't know what it is. We have one enemy, which either means it's a big guy or it's supposed to be a reprieve. Oh, it's a big guy. That's not a reprieve. That is a big guy. All right, so we'll place that up there, I guess. All right, I'm going to do something similar up here. And a surge tower will do wonders for us there. And we're just going to move forward. They don't seem to be really making many inroads onto what we have here. I'm going to set these guys to repair things just so that we're good there. I like these symmetrical lines of bad guys. That's very fun. This level also, if we win it, I'm not getting ahead of myself. If we win it, I also wish we could export energy because stuff like this is super cheap, super easy, and costs nothing. But alas, we cannot do so. Guess we'll throw some water onto our force projectors there just because we can. Throw another force projector up here. Again, just because we can. And let's keep it rolling. We do have Guardian approaching, which is notable because we haven't had one of those in this particular round forever. So we got 10 rounds, so that's going to be the boss. All right, we're not worried about these guys. Especially when those things fire up, man. It's just like lights out. It's game over. All right, I'm going to invest some money into some additional batteries. Because what we have right now is woefully insufficient. So we will spend some time and money on batteries. I know I'm covering up all of that beautiful, beautiful copper, but I don't think we need it right now. So I'm not going to waste time trying to either mine it or save it. Also, I would like to show you all the things I've been up to on the other places that we've captured because it will very quickly become apparent that we do not need copper. We are copper rich. All right, but now we have 1.5 million potential space for all this stuff, which is fantastic. I'm going to put some more specters back here. And I think I'm going to get a nice line of meltdowns back here as well, just because, one, we can, and two, I think it's important that we just cover all of our bases to the absolute best of our ability. So we're going to do something silly like that. I love all of the random cross-pollination of the connections there. Get rid of that, I guess. All right, we do need to generate more power, though. We are not generating enough at the current time, so. Do stuff like this. And now we're generating just stupid amounts of power. I love it. Oh my. It's just disgusting to watch the amount of destruction that can happen with some meltdowns, especially if they come in this crosshair here. They're getting it all of the ways. I actually think I'm going to back up most of these guys here with additional meltdowns. Because why not? The only thing I need to do before that happens is make sure these guys are plated so that they don't get water mixed in with any of that stuff. There we go. All right, we're just keeping that line pure because I've had issues where I put water next to cryofluid and the water takes over and then it causes big problems, and I prefer not to have big problems. And I'm doing my part. Oh, that wasn't very nice, guys. That was not nice at all. I'm gonna throw a little... Oh, you guys are gonna help me, aren't you? There we go. They're helping me. Sort of. Not very fast at all. So I'm gonna put a little repair point there. And the repair point will repair me far faster. All right. I absolutely love watching the numbers just slowly dip down, especially on ones where they're in order like that. Just boop, boop, boop. It's very fun to watch. We have 2 enemies, so they should be bigger guys. Yep, they are. I wish I could click on them and see what they are just to get an idea. The only thing I'm really nervous about right now is if we have Velas that we have to face. I do not want to face Velas. Let me be very clear about that. I do not want to face Velas. I don't like them. I think they... As an offensive weapon, they're fantastic. In defensive mode, they suck. So I'd very much prefer not to have to worry about those if we didn't have to. All right, here we go. Knock down their wall pretty quick, and we're taking the segments. We're taking a little damage there. Nothing too big a deal, especially because we can repair it relatively quickly. We have our Guardian approaching as our last round of this. Those Atraxes are not long for this world. But we'll let them pretend that they can exist for a little while. And farther back close to home, I think... that I should put some stuff over here a little bit. And I definitely should be protecting this area as well. What's fascinating is we just don't... Oh, no. Oh. I'm going to say, it's fascinating that we don't have to worry about any of these units, but this is the first time we do. So our main depot, does that have what we need? It does, so we're going to send that off to where it needs to go. Which is Desolate Rift. And then we're going to go back over to Desolate Rift. Hopefully we'll have more. We're waiting on Surge Alloy, which takes a while to construct, I understand. And we used a significant amount of it in this sector so far. This is a little save me area, which I love. See if I can knock out one by myself to know that I did something. Nope. Look at the number just... I love it. Alright. We're ready to roll again. We do have some surge in our pockets now, so we're going to go back down and finish up those particular spots and start on some new ones. Let's at least get all of the water stuff built out. And I'll wait for our next delivery of surge. Oh, look at all that pyrite that we got. Yeah, man. All right, we got 2 waves left to go before we get our... wow, it's a lot of A-track. Look at them fighting for his position there. Remember what the days when we used to have duos trying to fight these things? Or when I thought Atraxes were like God's gift to Earth? That was a fun time. Alright, so we're at 23 enemies, and then watch this number as soon as these guys fire up. Boom. They're tracking kind of oddly there. They work, they're just tracking a little odd. Wait till that cryofluid goes all the way back up. There we go, and next round. And after this round, we have our Guardian, and hopefully we will have this one won. I'm not worried about this crew as they jockey for position. There they go. They're online now. No problems. The only thing I don't like about these guys, they're remarkably slow. Like as a unit that you could use in the game as yourself, like they're very, very slow. Which is kind of frustrating. But ready, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. We're gonna wait for all this to restock. And let's see what we got as our Guardian. Oh my, yeah. That's a job right there. Nope. Oh god. I want to go up to the battle here. Because they're slow, but they will be. Here we go. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh. Now they did break through the wall there. But I think that's about all they did. And you'd never know. Everything's back. We have new content unlocked, so let's go over to our research area and see what that last bit of content is. Planetary launch terminal. What the heck is that? I'm extremely dangerous. I'm reading about Desolate Rift right now. Plentiful resources. Lies, but little space. High risk of destruction. Build an air and ground defenses as soon as possible. Do not be fooled by the long space between enemy attacks. Okay. I think I waited a little too long ago. And then we have planetary launch terminal. This is the final target. Folks, look at us. This coastal base contains a structure capable of launching cores to local planets. Extremely well guarded. Reduce naval units. Eliminate the enemy as quickly as possible. Research the launch structure. What the heck is that? I mean the launch structure. Do I have anything that's not researched right now? Okay. Interesting. And let's go ahead and take a look real fast at our planet map. There it is. It showed us where it was. It's an eradication enemy base. All right. Do we really quickly go try to wipe this one out? I don't want to. I mean, I do want to. But I don't have enough resources, and I don't want to spend the time to do it right now. But folks, Desolate Rift is ours. We did it. I'm so happy. We'll take care of this guy next time as we mount up and figure out how to do planetary launch terminal, which I didn't know was a thing. I thought I knew there was something after Desolate Rift, but Desolate Rift's been on the map for a while. This guy's been locked, and I didn't know the name of it, and this is the final boss. I'm not happy that's coastal. I don't like the naval units here, but we'll figure out that problem down the road. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.